Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new video and a brand new article. Today's news story features something that's just as crazy, odd, and outlandish as the game you see on the screen. It may also be a touchy subject to some people, but you know what? This is YouTube. We're going to get as touchy as a weird uncle at a family reunion. It's literally at that point where it's so ridiculous that it's truly hard to believe, but I found it on the internet so you know it's going to be true. An Israeli man filed a restraining order against the almighty man himself. And yes, you heard me right. This guy turned to the justice system to serve God himself a fucking restraining order. Probably going to hell just for using that in the same sentence as God, but let's just ignore the big elephant in the room. It's bad enough I can already see holes in this court case, which I'll get into a little bit later, but for a spiritual man, this poses some not so positive consequences. The man claimed that he filed the restraining order because he didn't want God to answer his prayers. My initial thought was, then just don't fucking pray. In a religious sense, it's really as simple as that. If you live by the religious laws you follow, regardless of the specific religion, some of the only ways your prayers could possibly be answered are if you 1. Demonstrate that you have kept yourself clean of sin, and 2. If you have followed the basic steps your Creator has set to open your path to righteousness, and you have done your prayer, then there's a slight chance your prayers may be heard and answered. Now, I'm not religious myself, but I'm also not ignorant to how the basic, and for lack of a better word, rules work across the main religions. I know you don't have to be religious to pray. You don't have to be religious to practice morality also, or to practice spirituality, or to even live by some of the concepts taught in a specific religion. You don't even have to be religious to believe in a higher being. But the point here is, if you go to Starbucks and order an iced mocha, but then get mad at the person who made your drink for putting milk in it, it's not the barista's fault that you ordered a drink that is made with milk. It's your fault for not telling them to leave the milk out. The same concept goes for religious prayer. And yes, when you do pray, you aren't supposed to leave with the mindset that your prayer will automatically be heard and acknowledged. But you aren't also supposed to be mad at the higher being you're praying to when they do acknowledge and when they do answer your prayers. If you don't want them to answer your prayer when you're praying, you can easily mention that in the prayer, or just flat out don't pray. It's as simple as that. Yeah, shit just got deep. So you know what? Fuck it, no turning back now, let's keep going. The man was identified as David Shoshan. David appeared in a courtroom in Haifa, which is in northern Israel. I also didn't know that Haifa is the 3rd largest city in Israel. While in the courtroom, David demanded that God stop interfering in his life. Wow. This just gets better and better, doesn't it? David told the court that over the last 3 years, God had been very negative towards him, and I wonder why. And apparently there were no specifics given in the court documents as to what he means by this negativity that God has shown him. But my guess is it's probably some more stupid shit, like God gave his landlord the idea to charge him for rent on a specific day of the month, or he probably just ran out of toothpaste before he could even brush his teeth and is blaming God for it. See, this is where David royally fucks up. He is no longer getting those beautiful companions that were promised after death. He is more than likely probably just going to get one of those weird fuzzy-haired troll dolls at the pearly gates and then told to proceed to the nearest exit. This article doesn't state his true religion, but if he's Christian, he's basically fucked when the rapture comes, because that ticket into the safe bus will burst in flames with that restraining order he put on God. Yeah, sorry buddy, but there aren't any judges that will save you during the end of days. David also stated that he tried numerous times to get the restraining order through the police department, which in response he got 10 police visits in the span of 36 months. I feel like the police that came to visit him 10 times in 3 years is as much at fault as David is. That's already 10 too many. Like, did these police members not have anything better to do than go see a crazy man at his house, complain about his horrible life while blaming God for it? If that's the case, then the system's a little flawed. Court documents also noted, and I swear I'm not making this up, that God did not present himself at the hearing, and that it wasn't immediately clear if he has an attorney. So the proceeding judge threw out the request and called it absurd. Now finally, someone with a bit of common sense and enough brain cells to dismiss this case for good. What was also interesting is that the judge suggested that he seek help for his problem outside of local enforcement, which truly sucks for David because the only bit of hope he had shredded with the restraining order. I mean, God has to have a pecking order for stupid people, or people that just try and stick it to the man. It would truly make all of our lives a lot easier to deal with. You know what, just get rid of all the truly stupid people. If there are any articles you think I should do, suggest them in the comments, and if there is anything you think I can improve on that will make these gamefotainment videos better, then put that in the comments as well. I want to hear you guys' feedback. I really want each and every one of you to be as involved in improving my channel and improving my videos as I am. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!